video, I'm gonna break down, react, and review Mamamoo singing Delilah live. So, let's sing something. La la la! If you are new to my channel, in this video I'm going to break down and vocally analyze Mamamoo. So my channel is more for singers, people who want to learn how to sing, or if you just kind of want to know how does Mamamoo do what they do. And that's what this video is going to be. I have actually never heard them before. I know, big shocker, right? I have a voting tab in my community area of this channel, and you guys really wanted me to do this video. I also have a student who's a huge Mamamoo fan. So this was #1 voted on. If you think there's a video that's better suited to analyze their vocals, then be sure to comment down below and I will review it as well. So let's get started.
I saw the light from the night shadow pass by a window. I saw the fake shadow all over her.
Okay, I'm pleasantly surprised. I've been reviewing a decent amount of K-pop singers, Girls' Generation, BTS, Blackpink. I guess that's not a decent amount, but some. And, ooh, what? Like, I really like it. Her voice is coming all the way out. There is a tendency with K-pop music where they kind of pull back a little bit nasally. It may have to do with language barriers as well, because the English language is so much more forward, but that is beautiful. I really like that. It's passionate, and I also want to give her credit in the very beginning because she wasn't fixing her hair. She wasn't adjusting her clothes. She was in it. She was feeling the music and right in there setting the tone even before she opens her mouth. And that's really truly a good sign of a performer.
She was my woman, as she descended me, I watched and went out on my
So can I also point out the fact that I'm actually very surprised that they're doing this song. This is like an old country song. Like, yes, you sing along to it as an American. We all kind of know this song, but it's not like something that I get in the car with my girlfriends and I'm like, dude, you totally have to put on Delilah. I love this song. There's no like great following behind it. It's just kind of a traditional song, and I like their take so far of really kind of digging into the subtext behind the song and giving it a little more emotion. Now, the other vocalists that just came on, that was in pitch, they all really like a lot of air. Now, air is basically when the vocal cords don't fully come together and there's that space in between, and the air creates this ha, da 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 da, instead of da 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 da, da 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 da, which gives in general a sound of more emotion, of softness. Like, in general, you're not going to be like, if the subtext is kind of sad and gloomy, you're not going to be like, I'm really sad and gloomy. It would be like, I'm really sad and gloomy. Like, it naturally, even in speaking voice, we add that air. So they're deciding to stylistically and I think emotionally add in that excess air to create that feeling.
I could see that girl was
Very nice compilation there. She's also the harmony that's singing. She's singing really high and really soft. It takes skill to sing high, but it takes more skill to sing soft. She's up there, but I was the da-da-da-da-da. It's gentle instead of, but I was, like it's not pingy in the front. It's got this really soft feeling, and if that's not done correctly, it's not going to blend well. And it is being done correctly. It's really nice and soft and gentle. The second singer that just sang, so we had a first singer and second singer. Yes, I don't know their names. That's okay. I'm here to check their vocals. You're welcome to tell me what their names are and their history. I kind of like reading that in the comments, and then the next time I'll be like, hey, I know. But the second singer isn't as forward placed as the first one. She also doesn't open her mouth quite as much, so it's a little bit more of that pulled back sound that I was talking about. However, it's really nice. It sounds good. It's singing in pitch and it's solid. They're not moving very much, but hey, I still like it.
But I was lost like a slave down on a free.
Oh! I didn't know.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vamos! 이러다가 그 Delilah 나만의 Delilah 돌아온 Suitcase 그댈 기다려 나 집 앞이라고 내 맘속 달래는 데킬라 한잔 가득 속 다 들어가 라일락들의 향기가 자꾸만 내게 맴도는 이 밤한.
Okay, can I pause? Oh my goodness, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Okay, the girl who sang first and then she just ended, I'm gonna back up and I wanna show. Okay, there's been a little history that I've noticed with K-pop is that when it comes to the dancing performance, that the moves are done, yes, but there's not that like hit it feel like I feel like with American pop style of dancing is that when they hit the move or they strike that move, it's done with this power and pop to it. And I feel like sometimes with other K-pop groups that they do the moves, but it doesn't seem as strong. And what she just did was super strong. So I'm going to rewind that and let's look as she does this awesome turn and really nails and brings in that transition to give the shock effect that I just felt. Right there. So what you just saw is 3, 2, like she meant it. It wasn't 3, 2, 3, 2, like, and then she did that spin and hit it off to the side like she was ready to take the veil off and then go into this rapping section. Now, on the rapping section, I feel like the rapper, I want her to distinguish herself as someone. I feel like she is a performer that's rapping, but is she gonna hit it a little harder? Who is she as a character? I feel like, and mind you, my specialty is not rap, but I feel like rappers usually have a style to them. What makes them different? What makes them stand out among other rappers? And first time seeing this, we'll rewatch it again, but you tell me like what makes her different, because I kind of don't exactly see anything very different. It kind of looks to me at first glance as someone who's just rapping, not like, whoa, she's cool because she does something of some sort, and she's not really bringing it quite as much. Now she has a deeper voice. Da 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 da. She's purposely bringing it a little bit heavier feeling, as you can hear in the way that I'm talking. So it's kind of a little bit more drawn back. She's adding a lot of excess air, but it's excess air almost from deeper below, and she's opening up the space within the throat here and adding more weight. Da da da. It's got that kind of heavier feel, which is really nice because that distinguishes her from the other singers in the group.
창문에 비치는 희미한 두 그림자 그댄 내 유일
So she likes to add a little bit of that vocal fry in there. Da 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 da. It's not da da da. It's da 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 da. It's got a little that. I don't know the language. It says in the translation, "She is my woman." So maybe it's like, "She is my woman," to give it a little of that grit feel as you put in that emotion. And that's basically from the vocal cords coming together and rubbing to make that little kind of feel that she does.
날 주고 누구와 사랑을 속삭이나
Nice open.
나의 Delilah 왜날 버리는가
The high on that is doing great as well. Not only do you have the belting of the first layer, but you have the other girl next to her doing the high belting. Very nice belting. It's strong. It's pinged to the front, which is what you have to do on these high notes. Her mouth is super open, which is great. It's so good to see it all open and creating that space that you need for these big high notes. I just don't see that much in K-pop. So, like, I could see why people are like, Mamamoo could really sing. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a little shocked. I'm a little blown back. Yeah, maybe I should have reviewed them a little bit sooner. I'm digging it, you guys, and if you've watched my channel before, you know that I'm very clear when I'm not.
애타는 네 가슴 달랠 길 없어 복수의 불참 마음만 가득 찼네 복수의 칼날이 알고 있네 우리 안내는
Right there, right there. Big, big, open space. You can also see, it's interesting, but look at her knees, the one who's currently singing in this last clip. Her knees are slightly bent. Yes, she's bending back, which is kind of a no-no for posture-wise, but you can feel that there's a little bit of weight into her knees, into her lower body. And what this does is this releases that tension from the shoulders and allows the space so this huge belt can come out right over the top. And that's exactly what's going on here.
이렇게 밤하늘처럼 아주 어둡게 저번에 있어 반짝거리네 난 복수의 칼날이 갈고 있네 우리 안나는 또 이렇게 밤하늘처럼 아주 어둡게 저번에 있어 반짝거리네
Yes, 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 yes. So good to hear this amazing belting from a K-pop group. So you could hear the Delilah was definitely more pink to the front. It's a thinner kind of tone, whereas this singer right here, now it's pretty awesome that I froze it with her mouth all the way open. Such great technique. Her mouth is all the way open. She has a heavier, grittier feel at this point, especially with her belt. So she is adding a little bit more weight to it. But it's really, really awesome. It's doing well. She's singing it in pitch anyway. Long term wise, it may come to like bite you in the ass because it is pretty heavy on the vocal cords. However, you know, I don't know. This video is slightly old. I don't know what's happened to their vocals. I don't know what's going on with them. So again, comment and let me know. Fill me in. But in the long run, this could start to cause damage if you're singing that heavy, that weighted, that pushed for several times within a day for years at a time. It will start to wear at the vocal cords, whereas the singer right before that pinged it out and hit that high note, it's more stretched and thin, and it's not as trying on the vocals. Now what? Wait, I gotta back up. Was he? Who is he? Is he a judge? And he just looks like he's either in shock or asleep. I don't know who he is. I don't know the reference on this, but he seems to be kind of in a very funny facial position that he is just holding for some reason. Okay, so at this point, the only thing that I can really say that I would like to see more of is energy. I felt like they started off with this huge kick, they started off it nice and slow, then they kicked into a big part of it, and then at this point I feel a little bit, as they're sitting here clapping, it's not like, come on, you know, they're not really, they feel like they're slightly asleep here, or slightly, just not, and then now it is hard, it is a slow clap, but I want a little more energy. They've been giving it to me. Why now? Why now? Don't need those backup dancers. They're wearing black anyways, so it's not like they're trying to make them stand out. Why are they there? They really don't need to be there. This is a beautiful belting moment. They're really working back and forth off of each other. I would only say, and as you rewind this and watch it, you'll notice that when they're not singing, they're a little bit like panned. They're just there. There's not a lot of energy going on, and I would like to see that even when they're not singing. Click here for a cheat sheet on how to sound like Mamamoo, and click here for all of my vocal coach reaction reviews. Come hang out with me and fellow singers in my Facebook group. The link is down below, and I will see you